Hello, everyone. My name is Boyung Lee. I'm the Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the Faculty at ILEF School of Theology in Denver, Colorado. I also serve on PANAAWTM's board, and I chair the Committee on Mentoring and Education, and working with some of the greatest colleagues that I can think of to provide the mentoring programs for our members. As we celebrate the 35th anniversary of PANAAWTM, I have been thinking a lot about what PANAAWTM means to me and why I keep coming back to PANAAWTM and why I invest my time and efforts to PANAAWTM with such joy and delight, and also with a deep commitment. I started coming to PANAAWTM very regularly since 1995, when I was a student at Claremont School of Theology for my Master of Divinity degree as an international student. I was introduced to, at that time, autumn in 1993, and I was able to go to a PANAAWTM meeting only one day and didn't know what that meant at that time. And then when I moved to Boston, took a class with Dr. Kwak Pui Lan in spring of 1995 during my first year of a doctoral program at Boston College. And so through PANAAWTM, through Pui Lan, I was fully introduced to autumn. And then a couple of, I think years later, we changed our name to PANAAWTM. So I was there to witness the name change from autumn to PANAAWTM. So what PANAAWTM has been meaning to me, I think it has been the most important professional network or group of people or sisterhood organization in my professional life. I did my PhD at a very wide institution, and I was the first Asian or Asian American student admitted to my doctoral program in that institution with way over 100 years history. And so that meant I didn't have any mentor or I didn't have any colleagues with whom I can bounce back my ideas and deepen my thinking, not only in my field of studies, which is practical theology and religious education, but also who I am as a person, as an Asian or Asian American woman and or woman of color doing theology. So through PANAAWTM, I was introduced to different ways of thinking than white normative worldviews that I was getting a lot of a good education on that and my own theological journeys. And also through PANAAWTM, I was challenged to think deeply about my own identity as a woman of Asian heritage in almost at the level of a PhD level. So what I remember when I met Pui Lan first time was that I need to have not only PhD level of knowledge in my own field of studies, but as a woman of Asian heritage, I need to have a PhD level of knowledge about my gender as an Asian woman and also my own culture, especially as a Korean or East Asian. And so in addition to my own studies, PANAAWTM really challenged me to go deep with that thoughts. And it was PANAAWTM also, I was introduced to post-colonial, post-modern, post-structural, transnational feminist thoughts. So in my field of study in religious education, practical theology, that was, those ideas were not that popular or common, but I was mentored by great mentors and colleagues at PANAAWTM, and to go that route and deepen my thoughts and my professional scholarly work. So without PANAAWTM, I cannot imagine myself as a scholar and teacher, also my own scholarship. And I do unique work in my own field because of a PANAAWTM, because of a PANAAWTM's push. Also, PANAAWTM provided a space for me to be who I am, so that I don't have to explain what I wanted to do or I was doing in white institution. But in PANAAWTM, I was just embraced, and I just could, let my guard down and be who I am. And so in PANAAWTM, I learned how to be myself. And also another thing that I learned at PANAAWTM, which I am trying to practice every day, is Asian American or Asian feminist ways of thinking, also being together. So as we do at PANAAWTM's board work, everything is based on consensus and not hierarchical way that one person says something and then others have to do, but it is always through discussions and brainstorming and sometimes serious discussions, and including criticisms, constructive criticisms, we build a consensus. And so I truly experienced what feminists, especially Asian feminist ways of being together. And by being involved in PANAAWTM, I learned that we not only need to survive together, as Kwak Pui-lan said, but also we thrive together through networking and supporting one another. And I saw how it is being embodied. And that's what I try to practice in my own work now as a dean, but also in my own classrooms. So PANAAWTM really shaped my worldviews, how I approach teaching, and how I lead as a dean and also a theological educator. Also, one of the most important things to me as a PANAAWTM member is PANAAWTM is where I found lifelong mentors and companions, sisters, with whom I journeyed together and made lifelong friends. So through PANAAWTM, several sisters and I almost check in with one another almost every day. And we have collaborated on a lot of writing projects and grants and other projects. And so it was not only a scholarly collaboration platform that provided to me, but also sisters who are even closer to me than my own, some ways of blood siblings, that those sisters I met PANAAWTM. So without PANAAWTM, I cannot think of my life as a scholar and teacher, and also clergy and person. So because PANAAWTM greatly shaped me in such a profound and positive way, and I want to give back to next generations, things that I learned from my mentors, first generations, and I want to bring that back to next generations. And also I pray and hope and work hard so that this organization, such important organization in theological education in global context, continues to strive. I consider myself as a 1.5 generation of PANAAWTM, and I'm one of the first product of PANAAWTM's mentoring. And I devote my time to mentor next generation of scholars and practitioners at PANAAWTM, so that this great organization continue to be strong and contribute to bettering this world. So I hope you will join me and others in this important endeavor, so that we can celebrate 70th anniversary and 100th anniversary along the way, even after we are long gone. So happy 35th anniversary to PANAAWTM and to all of us. And especially thank you to all those mentors and first generation scholars who still going strong to make this organization even stronger. Thank you with a deep gratitude. Thank you.